my crafty friend, it's Justine Dvorak from Stationery by Justine, where when I craft, my world stands still. Today I'm sharing something super fun. It will be a shaped shaker card using brand new products from Trinity Stamps. And this one is extra magical because it's in the shape of a snow globe. So in today's video, I'm going to walk you through how to put it together. Plus, I've linked all the supplies that I'm using down below so you can easily grab them to make your very own shaped snow globe shaker card. Before I dive right into the making, I do want to mention that this is a hop video. So be sure to check out the description of this video so you are able to check out all of the hop details. Additionally, be sure to check out my Instagram, Stationery by Justine, if you are interested in checking out another fun hop. There is a hop over there on Instagram from this new release from Trinity, and it is just full of fantastic inspiration. I have definitely taken a look at a few different people's projects from the design team, and they have knocked it out of the park. So be sure to check out that as well. So for this video hop, they're giving away $25 to one winner. So again, check out the description so you know, and also $25 over on Instagram. So if you want to win one of those, I would definitely participate in the giveaway, because if you don't participate, you have zero chance. And if you do participate, your chance is more than zero. So with that being said, let's dive right into the making. If you are new to my channel, hello, I'm so happy you're here today. And if you are old seasoned subscriber, hello and welcome back. All right, let's dive right into the making. I'm going to start with showing you just what I'm using. So the products I'm using are the snow globe, and this is an add-on die set to the circle shaped card die set. And that die set I think is one of my favorite die sets from 2025 to come into my craft room because of all the fun add-on die sets like this snow globe. So with the snow globe, there's this little house that you can put inside and some snowy ground pieces. And then there is a little top to make it look like an ornament, or a base to make it look like a snow globe, depending on what you would like. Then I'm going to pull out this Christmas set from Simply Sentimental, which is the Christmas one from Trinity. And I'm using the one that's very scripty, the one that's at the top. I love the Simply Sentimental line from Trinity Stamps. They have such a good one. And then speaking of the Simply Sentimental, I'm going to pull from the one that is Simply Sentimental Holidays. And I thought about using that on the project, so I did show it in the video, but it didn't end up going into the card. But here is the circle-shaped card die set. So I just am showing you this. That is where I pulled the base of my card base here, which is this double white circle. It does make a donut if that's something you're interested in, but I also pull for it to make card bases for my circle shaped cards, because I love a shaped card and I love a shaker card. So this one is going to be both. Now with this die set, there is that die set that came with the snow globe that has this very skinny outline. You can see I did a little bit of tapping and such there. That is with very thick cardstock, and I die cut out 5 layers and then 1 pink layer. On this pink layer, I pulled from my stash of shaker pocket and shaker window pieces from my Trinity stash. I have a whole zipper pouch full of all things shaker window, which is my favorite little basket because it means I get to make a shaker card. So I have 1 layer of paper, this purple layer, going right on to my shaped circle here. I've glued it on with some glue from Trinity Stamps as well. Now I'm going to take my scissors and just cut off all the little pieces, because this shaker is going to be pretty tall, so I can add all of the goodies to my scene. I love a shaker card that is very thick and just full of all the magical fun things. Now I'm going to add my shaker window on top. So this is going to create a little bit of a well for my scene. I'm going to set that underneath something heavy, and we'll come back to that later. As that's drying, I'm showing you here I have some rip and stick that I have stuck to some white cardstock. So I'm going to have it paper side up on my die set, my die sentiment, which is Christmas, and that's also from Trinity Stamps. I highly recommend doing that, especially when you're using very thin, beautiful, scripty words like this Christmas. It's just easy as pie because you can turn a paper into a sticker. Now for my background, I'm using the Shading Sidekick, which is a little shading brush from Trinity, and just creating a little bit of a blue haze for my background. I actually didn't even add any ink. It's whatever was left on my brush. And then I pulled for my purple little shading sidekick as well, because this whole card is definitely very purple themed, and I wanted the sky to be kind of like that icy cold feel. Now I am gluing the snow land pieces on, but I am going to rip off this second piece here because I did want my little house to kind of nest a little bit into the snowbank, and that was the plan at this point, but I end up making it not nest. So that's just how it goes sometimes when you're card making. All right, let's get a little bit closer so you can see all of the assembly of this card, because it is very adorable, but it's also very little. So my house, I wanted the windows to be happy and bright, but also match the card. So I didn't go for like a yellow or an orange window. I went for a light blue window. And then I've die cut out the snowy roof with some glitter cardstock from my stash. And I'm just going to assemble this little house with my little tool from Trinity. Now this little tool is one of my favorite things. It's the pickup tool. And I know a lot of companies have pickup tools out there, but this one is superior in my opinion, because I can quickly use it like that with the waxy tip, but I can also use the pokey end and get out little pieces that are stuck in dies. And I can also use it to settle down some of my glossy accents here. And I did put glossy accents on the windows because I wanted them to look shiny. So I did that and then put the window die over the window piece, because then it will not squish out all over the place. Look how easy it is just to flip that tool around and scrape off any extra glue and move things around. I love this tool. This is the pickup stick tool from Trinity. And now my little chimney has even the teeniest, tiniest little smoke coming out of the chimney. And of course I die cut that out with some holographic cardstock because why not? These trees are just darling. I made mine purple because in my snow globe, I have purple trees. But you can make these trees any color. You could have them just be bare sticks and the branches. And you could make an autumn scene with some oranges and yellows and browns. You could do a spring tree with bright greens. It just depends on what you're looking for. Now my little house here is going to be positioned on my scene, offset to the right just a little bit. And because I have some pieces that are popped up with the back of the house, I did just sneak in a little bit of some scrap paper behind where my house was, because this will be a shaker card and I did not want any of my little shaker bits to get stuck behind the house and look strange. Now I added my second snowy land piece, and I'm just taking that pickup stick tool and just scraping any extra glue that might have smushed out. Then that little circle piece is going on the back. So it looks very complete. And I'm using my Trinity tool, which is for pressing. Now I'm creating my base for my snow globe. I've die cut out 3 different layers with white paper and just glued those together with the front purple piece. This is just so it's nice and strong. Now I'm going to take this foam tape that is from Scrapbook Adhesives, and I love just taking foam like this and just cutting it up and making it work under my pieces like that Christmas. And it just adds a little extra fun to have things popped up. And if you've watched my channel before, you know I love foam, and this was a really easy one to use. Now I'm going to make my little shaker bit mix. I will link all of the things I'm using down below. I know they're coming onto the screen. very quickly. But what I like to do when I make shaker cards sometimes is use my tidy tray from Trinity. And I kind of make my little mixy mix, and then I dump it in. For whatever reason, I just like to kind of visualize the mix, but look at those really fun ones. It looks like little ice cubes. Love it. All right, I have my back, which is the card front, laid down. And now what I'm going to do is put something heavy over this. I'm going to just reinforce it with that Trinity folding tool there. And then I'm going to put something heavy over it and come back in an hour. But don't worry, I won't make you wait an hour. Haha, it's been an hour. And now I can shake it because my glue has dried. Oh, how fun. I wish I could pass this shaker right through the screen so you could shake it too. Unfortunately, that's not the way YouTube works. Okay, my base of my snow globe needed a little extra support, so I just took a scrap of that thick cardstock and put it where my base of my snow globe is going to be. Then I'm going to take a few different layers of the top part of my ornament to just reinforce and make it nice and thick. So before we finish the video, if you have liked or learned anything, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. I do put out a lot of content on my channel. I have lots of fun things coming up on Instagram from this new release from Trinity. They have so much more. At the end of this video, I will do a little slideshow of some of the other products that I've made with this new release. It's so much more than just this snow globe, so be sure to check those out. Like I said, I wish I could pass this through the screen. Unfortunately, that's not how YouTube works. So you're going to have to make your own. And I would love to know down in the comments, what color would you make your snow globe scene? Would you go purple tones like I did? Or would you do something more realistic? Let me know down in the comments. And we will see you in our next video. Oh, by the way, about the video hop. I will have all of the details for the hop linked down in the description of this video, so be sure to check that out before you head to the next video on the hop. Bye, crafty friend.